dedication, hard work, dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side. Dedication, hard work, 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 dedication.
What's up, Yarn? Ninja Gamer, LG Lamps, what's up, man? Good to see you. You are not gonna want to miss this one.
Welcome along then to Interlagos as we await the green light to get today's qualifying session underway.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. All right, so we're starting off with qualifying today. There's a lot of interesting things going on with this race, so let's kind of get through that. I want to get through qualifying so we can do this race and get it over with. I don't have a ton of time today. So session info very quickly. As we can see, short qualifying is going to be overcast but sunny, dry conditions completely. Let's see. We'll use the super soft tire. I'm actually going to change my setup. This is the last chance that I have to change my setup. I was running a custom setup, basically the balance setup with a little bit more front downforce on the front wing. I'm actually going to change that now because of, I don't know if you were going to be able to see this.
Make the changes you requested.
Check it out. Race conditions are going to be light rain and damp the entire race. I just figured this out before we started the stream. So practice 1 through 3 were completely dry. Qualifying is going to be completely dry, but the race itself is gonna be rainy. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. It's only 2 races left to go in the season. This is a bit of a speed bump, but we're just gonna have to deal with it and try to come out on top.
Track
so
is quiet right now.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So we're gonna increase. Thank you, Yarn. You don't need to announce that, but increase downforce. We're gonna go with a higher downforce package for this race. And we're gonna do that for qualifying as well, and let's see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get my best qualifying. We have to win these last 2 races. We have to win, so let's make it happen. Let us go to the track. Yep, I know. And we will do we'll drive out actually because we have a new setup. Ninja Gamer, show what buttons you use on the steering wheel? Okay. We'll see if I can show you that somehow. I'm not really sure if I can or not. I will be using the camera, guys, don't worry. I'm just trying to get qualifying started, and once we start the race, I'll turn my camera on. Now, I gotta be careful coming out of pit lane. We'll do 1 or 2 laps depending on how fast we get. For qualifying, I want to get a pole or front row, if at all possible. In the US, it is only 9:15 a.m. in my part of the US. So now with having more downforce, we should be able to hit these turns a lot more aggressively under dry conditions. Under wet conditions, it's going to help us not crash, really. So that's why I was like, you know what, we're going to go with a higher downforce since we're going to be raining. And I mean, that's a prediction, so it may not rain as much as it says, but I think the majority of our race is going to be in the rain. Again, we have to win. We have to win these 2 races if we want to win the Drivers' Championship. Right now, we're sitting in 3rd. I'll show you guys some of that once we finish qualifying. All right, qualifying lap number 1. I think I braked too much there. It's okay, we'll do a second lap. This is my first time out here on this specific setup, so it feels a little bit different. I'm used to having less downforce and the car being a whole lot more oversteery. Hey, that was fast in sector 2. Let's see how we do in sector 1. DRS is on. Going across the start finish line. Let's see how we look. That'll be first. We'll do one more just to make sure. Oh god, locked it up. I don't think we're gonna get better lap time than that. Yeah, we screwed up lap 2. Completely screwed up lap 2, but we'll see if we can save it somewhere like here. We were slow last lap. That's kind of been my weak turn right there. That turn we just went past. That's been like my slowest turn on the track, I feel like. We're in the green though. There's Van Dorn up ahead of us, our ex-teammate from the beginning of the season. I don't know if he's on a hot lap. Okay. That actually might... I think that's actually going to help us, the fact that we went off the track there. No, it's not a flight simulator. You can't put the car to auto drive. I don't understand that question. Alright, that's 2 laps. Let's go back to the garage and see how we did. So we are currently number 1 by 1 second over Kimi Räikkönen, but that might get better because they still have 10 minutes to put down laps. But we're going to go ahead and pretty much go with that and see how that does for us. Let's go to race.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow.
You mean
your top 3
nice.
are Blue, Hamilton and Kimi Räikkönen.
So we did
Goodbye
get
for
pole
now
position.
then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
He's talking about Gran Turismo 6, not GTA 6. I've never played Gran Turismo 6, the newest one. I think that's what you're talking about. No, there's no like, if you're asking like a spectator mode where you can just let the cars race each other, unless, I don't think so. I know Project Cars has something similar as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and continue to our race, guys. And yeah, so you guys kind of know the situation now. Wanted to get a really good qualifying position because we don't know how this race is going to go. Since there's going to be, since there is supposed to be rain, most likely we will not get have to change tires. So we may be on the same tire compound for a lot of the race, or maybe only do a one-stop race. Now you guys can see what my rivalries look like right now. Obviously, our teammate is one of our rivals. We beat him multiple times in a rivalry. Now our new rival is Lewis Hamilton, who we're also winning against. And let's keep going. We skip all this.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Ninja Gamer, patience, my friend. Told you guys I'm gonna bring the camera up once we start the race. So, race has not started. All right, really quick, just to kind of show you guys a little bit more what's going on in our career here, because the career is coming to a close. It's almost done. This is our pre-race brief from our friend Jeff. How you feeling? Hope you had a good breakfast, as you're going to need all the energy you can today. The guys around you are going to be looking to pounce on any mistakes, so keep your head in the game and don't give that chance. If you could, try to keep your front wing in one piece. That is the hardest part. If you can keep those things in mind, I'm confident we'll be in for a good result. I'm looking for a win, people. You can see our race conditions forecast is rain and a little bit of cloud, but I highly doubt it's going to be enough dry conditions to actually go to any dry compound for the race. So we'll have to see what happens here. The most important part right now is the season standings. We're sitting in third, behind Lewis Hamilton and Vettel, and Vettel has a 30-something lead on me, something like that. And what we need right now is basically for Vettel to have 2 really bad races and that we win both of those races. And even Hamilton, we can't let Hamilton or Vettel have good races. Like, second place is not good for us. If they get second place, we still may not get it. So Vettel is almost to the point where he could basically clinch the championship depending on how these last 2 races go. So I'm gonna do what I can to try to be there and win, and we'll see how it goes. We won last week in Mexico City. We got second in Austin the week before, so it's been a decent season, has some ups and downs, but let's see what we can do. All the car should be good. Gearbox is looking green. Let's see, what else do we have? The power unit is pretty good. The only thing that may slow us down is the MGU, motor generator unit, which is kind of worn, but if I change it, we're gonna get a grid penalty, and I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice it so we can start on the front row. Anyways, that is the situation, people. Again, 2 races to go. Brazil is we're racing at today. Next week will be Abu Dhabi, and yeah, so I gotta win. This is a must-win situation here, so let's go racing.
Where there's a will, well, there's a way. And nowhere has that fact been better demonstrated over the years than here at Interlagos. Remember Senna winning while fighting a gearbox that was jammed in 6th? 5 Drivers' Championship deciders in a row between 2005 and 2009. And of course, the passionate Brazilian fans packing the grandstands to capacity every year. And they're not about to stop now. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. But it's a wet one today, so grip and visibility will be at a premium, and the drivers will need to be careful coming up the hill in Sector 3, the scene of many an accident over the years. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk briefly about Lance Stroll. They've had to change their gearbox. It's never a good start to a Grand Prix when, right off the bat, you have to contend with a grid penalty.
Fingers crossed that's one failure they won't have to worry about today, at least. There's not much of a silver lining to starting down the field with a penalty, but I think they'll be able to make some of that back up over the course of the race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Blue lines up on pole position.
Yeah.
And Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Van Dorn, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Alonso, and Esteban Ocon. Ricciardo, they've taken a grid penalty. Bottas, Brendan Hartley, and Ericsson, Perez, Stroll, Pierre Gasly, and Charles Leclerc. Hamilton and Sergei Sirotkin.
Hamilton in 19th was a massive grid penalty. That's not going to be an issue for us then.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Alright, this is going to be interesting. What's up, Wolfless? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you just joined us again, we are at Interlagos in, I think, Sao Paulo, Brazil. So, welcome, bom dia from Brazil. Man, this is going to be interesting. Very interesting. It is raining. It is raining. We haven't raced at a rainy track since Austria in this season. 2 races to go. Again, I keep saying that, but I just want you guys to know the heights of the situation here. Man, I don't know. We have not tested the intermediate tire. So here it's saying that we could do a 2-stop strategy, or we can do a 3. I'm gonna go with the 2. If my engineer says, hey, let's try doing 3, I may switch, because tires may be a factor here in the rain on the intermediate tire. And the goal here is really, I mean, we're starting in first. If we can just maintain this position, I'll be happy. So I'm gonna be going pretty slow in the turn 1, 2 in the first lap to figure out what this car feels like in the rain here, because I have no idea. A lot of unknowns. That makes this race so interesting, man. But let's go. Let's get it done. Let's do it. Let's see how it happens. Alright, hold on. Let me get the camera for you guys, because I did say I was gonna do that. Hello. Good to see you. Let's move the microphone out of the way. That's gonna probably be rocking back and forth though, as I struggle to fight for this car.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
All right. So, going through the formation lap, switching to mixture lean. Want to save all the fuel we can. Already off of the track. Oh man, this is gonna be a hard race. I am honestly not looking forward to this. Like, all of my practice now means nothing at all. Oh wow. Like, the car just does not want to turn. Ugh. Wow. So much oversteer here. Alright. I feel like I might need even more downforce than I added. Like, I'm on a formation lap and I can't stay on the track. Just... oh my god. Okay. I feel like I'm driving on ice. Okay. No one knows where Friday Night Flight is going to be until Thursday afternoon, so you won't know until tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm going to ask if you guys be very polite in the chat to each other. Let's enjoy the race, or a try. Oh, this is going to be hard.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Put your bets in now. Where do you think I'm going to finish? Let me move some things around. Actually, let me move that chat. It's like in the way. I don't like where that is. I'm gonna move the chat down some because I think it's blocking the top. All right, let's see if that works. Yep, that's better. All right, here we go. Starting on first place. Universal of Lemon. Let's go. It is wet. It is wet. Go. Into turn 1. Oh, we're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. Oh my god. I think we come out on top though. Wow. Trying to put the power down, but the track is so wet. It's and we're the first one too. Like, there's not even a racing line formed in the rain yet. So taking it very, very easy on
that's a good start.
lap 1. So not sure. The track is completely unpredictable right now. I think the guys behind me are being pretty nice to me as well, because they're probably faster. But we have to pick up the pace as soon as we can because they will not allow us to be in front of them for long. Rain is coming down. We're on the inners. Alright. And it looks like we may. I'm babying this thing around right now. I really am. Alright. We're breaking away a little bit. Looks like we will lead lap 1. There will be no DRS as long as it's wet conditions. So as I go, I am trying to learn this track in this condition. So and turn our ERS down a bit. Man, the car just does not want to turn. Woo! I feel it drifting. You know what I probably should change is my brake bias as well. Oh, this is difficult. This is very difficult. Alright, we have both Ferraris behind us. You have Raikkonen and then we have Vettel. Primary target is Vettel. Raikkonen is not really in the hunt. I think he's right behind us in the championships, but he's just not really a threat right now as far as the driver championship. Hamilton started all the way in the back, which is crazy because of a massive grid penalty. Not sure what happened to him. I'm going to be braking early into these turns because there is a low with the slide down the hill. As you can see, I don't know if you noticed it, but on the track you're starting to see like a racing line, like a dark gray racing line appear. And the more that appears, as long as you stay inside of that, you actually will be able to get a little bit more grip. When we first started the race, there was no no line there, and that's because the track was completely wet. They call it a green track, which is when the track has no rubber on it. Nobody's been on it, which has a lot less grip because you are creating the grip as you drive around the track. It's a dynamic track, so if you can stay in that, you can have a little bit more grip, but it's only if you stay in. If you go outside of that, you start driving into puddles and things like that. So, ooh, hold on to her. All right, that was the fastest sector 2, so we're doing something right. As I said, trying to stay inside that racing line and be really gentle on the wheel, because if I make any quick adjustments to my wheel input, we could turn the car around easily. I just have no.
Looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
That's a lie. There's no way it's gonna be dry. We'll see though. That'll be another. Ooh, stop, man! I am horrible in that turn. All right, we've worked up a lead. I don't know what the lead is, but we've worked up a slight lead, which is good. That's giving me some time to kind of adjust and figure out what I can and can't do. I love the rain effects on the helmet. So cool. And when you're behind another car, it's even more dramatic. Ooh, no. Come on, turn around. Let's go. Don't hit me though. Don't hit me. Don't you hit me. Come on. All right, we're going. It was gonna happen sooner or later. All right, the good news is we didn't hit anything or anyone. That's why I waited there on the side. until they passed. I didn't want them to hit me. It's alright.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
I agree. I don't think we should switch to the dry tire. It is still raining.
Leader, 9.0 seconds.
Ooh-wee. That spin out set us back big time. Taylor's just so little grip, man. I was barely on the throttle on that turn, and I did everything I could to try to save it. We'll just fight our way back up there. We're good. Oh, are you serious? My screen is freaking black? Hold on. Why you guys didn't say that earlier? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, well it's fixed now. Dang it, man. How long has it been like that? Like, was it like that from the start of the race? If it was, I'm gonna start over. That was hilarious. That proves how hard it is. Like, I haven't been able to read chat until this moment. Oh, yeah, I apologize. You've been saying it for 7 minutes from the, okay, we're restarting. I am sorry. Oh, I can't believe I did that. All right, here we go. Race start with the camera. Come on, come on, come on. This is not any easier the second time. Oh, we're too wide. Squeezing it, squeezing it. I think we're gonna come out in front again. Yes. Oh, that is the hitting that turn in the rain is nothing easy. All right, guys, we are finally racing and live, and we can all see. All right, so as I was saying earlier, my screen is not black. Whatever. I know it's not black now. As I was saying earlier, if you look on the track, you'll notice it's just a wet track. It looks normal, but as the laps go on, you will notice that there'll be a racing line formed in the rain, or between, like, you know, the wet track and not dry track, which is like less wet. As the rubber is put down on the track from the heat of the tires. All right, but yeah, so the reason I didn't see you guys' comment for 7 minutes, I feel so bad, but as I'm racing and it's very difficult, I can't really read chat very much. So I try to read it when I can, but I just can't read that much, especially long messages. So I'll be kind of glancing over every chance that I get, but I may miss some of you guys' questions and comments, so just letting you know before anybody gets offended. You know what it was? Whenever I was changing the chat on the screen, I think I flipped it over and turned off the game. Alright, going down on the ERS to 3. I still don't know where my braking zone is there in the rain. Alright, so the good news is I got to restart. And we're just gonna try not to make a mistake I made last time, or I spun out. The thing that triggered me to actually look, I saw the comment saying that you didn't see me crash. And it's like, how could you not see unless you just weren't paying attention? And I was like, oh, because the screen is gone. Rain has always been difficult for me on Formula 1 games. Matter of fact, rain has always been difficult for me in any racing game that actually has rain, because of just how, like, the lack of traction you have is just crazy.
fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
And the curbs are even more slick, so like you really don't want to be on the curbs too much in the rain like you would usually do in the dry. So we have, oh great, we have Vettel in second. That's exactly where we don't want him to be. Again, he is who we're racing in the Drivers' Championship.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
So it would be great if something horrible. I hate to wish this on people, but hey, it's a race, it's a competition, and I want to win the championship. And if Vettel finishes in second again, because he finished second last week in wherever we were, Mexico. If he finishes second again, that's gonna kill our championship hopes. So we need something to happen to his car. I don't know what it was, but we need something to happen to him. Another interesting thing about the Brazilian Grand Prix is it's a very short track. Like it's shorter than a lot of the other tracks that we go to as far as length around
We're
it.
leading our teammate by 12.2 seconds.
A little wide there. So we're gonna run into the lap traffic eventually, and it won't take long to get there. Alright, that corner felt a bit better that time. Vettel also showed a lot of speed in practice. So he's gonna have a quick car again. So he's gonna make it hard for us if he stays in second place towards the end. Yeah, the tough part for me is just that rear, man. I'm gonna see if we can add even more downforce to this car on our next pit stop. It's kind of hard to make adjustments while I'm driving. It's actually really freaking difficult. So I do differential is something that can help us out too with our oversteer and exit of the corner. I just always forget what direction to go. If any of you guys know, that would actually be really helpful. If you know how I can change my differential so that I can have more grip on exit of the corner, that'd be nice. But for the front brake bias, we're gonna go less, so we don't lock up the tires.
Our gap behind is 4.2 seconds.
Good to hear, good to hear. Did any of you guys watch the Spanish Grand Prix this past weekend? I did not watch it live, but I have my TV set to record all the races because they all happen really, weird times at night. Since they're in different time zones, every race. It was,
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
it was, interesting. I think the main storyline was like the whole Ferrari situation with Leclerc and Vettel, which has kind of been the talk of the whole season so far, just team orders and who's faster and who should let who pass at what time and whatnot, and the lack of race strategy from Ferrari and whatnot. But I thought that the end of the race honestly was the really interesting part after the safety car came like that. At first I was like, I mean, we kind of know how this is gonna pan out, but we kind of, you know, it was gonna be interesting how it ended. You know, maybe not the most exciting race, but strategy wise it was gonna be interesting to see who could make tires last the longest. But I think it stopped raining. Yeah, it did. But I'm glad the safety car came out because it bunched the field back up, and a lot of, I don't know, it just made things more interesting for me.
See some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Is the track gonna actually dry up enough? Because the rain has stopped, the track is still damp, but we should see rain again. Ooh. In about 15 minutes, he says. This is not the tire you want to. Oh shoot! This is not the tire you want to be on a dry track. There it is, downforce. I want more.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tire yet.
All right, good to know. It's gonna be fighting and handling all this race. These tires also heat up a lot more on a dry track, so we gotta watch for our tire temps. Yeah, the track is completely dry right now. I wonder if anybody switched to the dry tire. It would not be smart because of how... Oh, there's the same spot. That's where I wrecked last time, guys. I didn't hit anything, but that's where I spun out. Stop it, Ninja Gamer. You're just distracting me. There's no black screen. I think everybody else is going to be on the same mindset. Like, you're like, hey, it's dry, but it won't be dry long enough to switch to the dry compound. But we have opened up our gap on Vettel quite a bit, which is good. Again, because it's a lot of unknowns on the track. I don't really know how the tires are going to wear in the long run. Our rear end tires are, you know, they're heating up pretty quickly.
The gap to the car behind is 6.2 seconds.
All right, good to know. I should have had so much. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be hard. This inners on a dry track is harder than I thought. I just thought that it was gonna be like, oh, you know, it's just, you know, it might be a little slow, but I am getting so much oversteer. I'm getting so loose. That was a slow as heck lap. That's gonna be a very slow lap. We just gotta deal with it until it rains again. Yeah, that lap right there was 2 seconds. At least sector 2 was 2 seconds slower than it should have been. Man, I'm locking them up too. I am not doing well saving these tires. Hopefully when it does rain, these tires won't be completely gone. Alright, let's just take it easy. I'm going to keep driving it as if I was in the rain, because that's kind of what it feels like on these tires. It feels like I'm going so slow. Wow. When you get to the high RPMs, the tires really want to spin the back end. Now I really want rain to come. Oh man. You guys are gonna make me fight for this win. Yeah, so far so good, but I'm just really on the edge of handling. Since we kind of have like a break in the action, like it's kind of cruising around, trying to cruise. I feel like I'm driving a 7.3.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Uh-oh, DRS is enabled.
Understood, copy that.
No, that's not what I meant. I hate voice recognition sometimes. I think he was saying to pit now. Yeah, we're in pit now. I hope this is the right decision.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Alright, switching for a little bit more downforce and super soft tire. Looks like Ferrari's also coming in with the super soft tire in my mirror.
Exit now.
Alright, so
Racing as you leave the pits.
it's a good thing that I still came in even though I accidentally canceled.
Daniel's in the pits. Okay, 2 stops left now. 2 stops.
Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Alright, we do have a dry track, let's do it. Coming up out right in head of the McLaren. We gotta be careful still, tires are still cold. Alright, so I got a little bit more downforce for later on when the rain comes back. And honestly, hopefully the rain, oh shoot, the rain doesn't come back. Let's not get too confident.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time.
All right, 10
Rain
minutes.
In 10 minutes.
Rain in 10 minutes, guys, 10 minutes. So it's like Vettel is stuck behind Alonso.
The gap behind us is 4.7 seconds.
What's up, Ewo? Oh man.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I still really haven't mastered that downhill portion. My favorite car is Aston Martin. Hamilton with the fastest lap that time.
Hamilton has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
And I feel like Vettel's catching us. I like both the race car for Aston Martin and the street car. Honestly, the street car is what initially had me liking the Aston Martin.
That was the fastest lap of the race.
And they just happen to have a race car as well. What up, jet propelled llamas? Good to see you. Fastest sector 2 again. You just say your fastest car is a MiG 15? That's funny.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
The pace has turned up with the dry conditions.
Behind is 25.6 seconds.
We got a break in the rain. Let's see what the...
Confirmed pit crew will ready wet tires for your next stop.
No, that's not what I said. That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the best tire for now.
That sector 2 is not as fast as our past ones. The gap between us and Vettel is 6 seconds now. It's good. It's kind of we're getting a bigger gap on him, but not by much. He's still hanging with us, but he still can't make any mistakes. Vettel with the fastest lap. That's how, 1:17.9. Only a few laps away from what they say is rain. I'm going to switch to Rich for a couple laps to open up our gap as much as possible before the rain comes. Hamilton with the fastest lap that time. Wow. I don't know where Hamilton is, honestly. He started like on the last row because of a grid penalty, but knowing him, he's probably back in the top 5. Vettel returns with the fastest lap, man.
Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
The pace has turned up. So I'm kind of working the ERS right now, trying to get
far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Thank you. I think I'm just gonna stay in rich mode until it rains. Ah, this time Vettel was not able to return with a faster lap time than me that time around. I'm trying to get the fastest laps I can before the rain comes, because once the rain comes, we don't know if it's gonna go away again. I was not expecting to ever see the super soft tire today. Oh, there it is. I see raindrops.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
I think it's raining in Sector 1. Oh, a little late on the braking that time.
We're leading our teammate by 32.0 seconds.
Trying to get all I can out of these tires. Yeah, Sector 1 has a little bit of a drizzle. I can just barely see it. You probably can't see it on stream. Yeah, it's raining right here as well. The track is not covered yet, but I will expect to see some either get a little bit heavier rain. We'll see how it goes. But I gotta watch out, because when the rain starts hitting all the oil and hot rubber on the track gets really slick really fast. IFMG, I technically have one monitor, but
these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track is ready for intermediates yet.
But I use I have a TV screen to the right of my desk that I sometimes hook my HDMI into and use as a second screen. So I haven't started experiencing the actual wet feel for this track yet, thankfully, but we should start feeling it soon. So I gotta kind of watch out for that and take it easy, you know. Eight seconds now on Vettel. It means nothing, honestly, if he still finishes in second. It means nothing at all. Doesn't matter how many seconds you beat somebody by, you don't get any extra points for that. Alright, I see the rain starting to come down. I'm gonna go into, oh shoot, standard mode. That could have ended my race just now. I was looking down in my MFD trying to change the standard, and for some reason now my...
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
Oh yeah, rain's coming down, people. Rain's coming down. Oh god. It came from like drivable to undrivable very quickly. Wow, even braking, I'm just sliding it.
The time situation is pretty touch and go right now. We think the slicks may still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready when you need them.
I think we should go to intermediate. That's what I think. Alright, we're going. It said wet. I don't know why they said wet. Alright, Vettel did pit behind us. I'm not sure what...
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline.
Alright, we're out. And back on a wet track. Yay. Yeah, it looks like Vettel also went to the intermediate tire, so that was the right move. I think he gained a lot of time on us though. In that pit stop. I was kind of slow getting into my pit because I was trying to change the tire that I want them to put on because they were originally going to put the wets on.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
The struggle too is that it's a new wet track, so like the track pretty much completely dried off, and those first few laps on a new wet track can be a bit harder to drive than if you were on the wet track already.
Behind is 5.1 seconds.
Wow, he gained a lot of time on us. We had him by 8 seconds before we pitted. Now he's only 5. And we're not even halfway. It's gonna be a long race. The way that this race has changed is just nuts, man. I've never had to go from wet to dry to wet again, and then we might go dry later, who knows.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Really? That's funny. Again, another interesting factor when doing 100% races is weather and how it can change over time. We are opening the gap back up though for Vettel, so we can get past the Rockinen without anything going wrong. Ugh, come on. Oh my, bro, what are you doing? Did we get damaged? I think we got damaged for that. No, okay, no damage. Thank you. Thank God. Oh, he's slowing us down so much. Blue flag, bruh. I thought we got damage. I would have been so upset. Rain and damage? I don't need both. I think the hardest thing, I don't know if it's the hardest, but one of the hard things racing in the rain is those long, fast corners. Because you wanna just like pedal, put the pedal to the floor. You usually can, but sometimes when you get real quick, it just starts sliding on you. It's very difficult to save an F1 car. It's possible, but it's just very difficult. You have to be very quick with your hands. You pretty much have to catch it before it completely loses control. One lap at a time, guys. One lap at a time. Hold up, pause. 1 second. I need to move the chat window down a little bit. It's kind of like in the way of some things that I can't see. All right, that's better. Yeah, there we go. Wow, the gap to third place is 26 seconds. So even if Vettel were to have a small issue, like he still would probably come in second. So man, Vettel is trying hard for this Drivers' Champion this week, or this year. But I'm trying harder. Like, I'm so afraid to actually put the pedal completely to the metal there. I think I can. I'm putting it, like, I'm putting a little bit more power in there every lap. This is another place that you would usually put a lot more power in, but in the rain, it's really difficult to do it. We'll probably be seeing some lap traffic in the next few laps. So hopefully they don't get in the way like that last guy did. And actually, hopefully they will get in the way for Vettel and not for us. "9 seconds is the gap between us and Vettel. Let's get a race update.
You're leading the pack. P1, battle behind. Our gap behind is 9.2 seconds. They're on fresh inters.
That's it.
Gap to teammate behind is 44.3 seconds.
Alright, here's some back markers, and they're going really slow too.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
Track is still very, very wet, and it is still raining, but I think the rain should be stopping soon.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about. This rain should be stopping anytime soon. We should see a dry line start to form fairly rapidly, so make sure to cool your tyres down the straights. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Roger. Thank you, Leclerc. Thank you, Stroll. Whew. I mean, he says to cool down the tires on the straights, but they're naturally going to cool down anyways from me not turning. So there's not really much I can do. Yeah, the track is actually looking a lot drier right now. So we're probably gonna get put in another situation. Not sure how long it's gonna stay dry. But we may need to switch to the soft or super soft tire. Most likely the super soft tire, that's the faster one. We'll also see what everyone else decides to do. Ooh. Yeah, losing the grip now. 10-second gap on Vettel. We're still in the lead. But it has not been easy. That is, who's that ahead of us? I think that's Alonso. So right now I'm just watching my tire, not temperature, but tire wear. Mainly the rears. They're the ones that burn out the fastest. Yeah, that's Alonso and probably Perez. Nope, Ocon. Ocon, I mean, however you say his name. These guys driving around here in pairs. Thank you, Alonso. Okay, maybe not. I was like, you gonna give it to me or not? Woo. All right, just waiting to hear my engineer to say, make the change. I don't know if it's gonna rain again.
The gap to the car behind is 10.1 seconds.
What up, cool gamer? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Is it gonna rain again? That is my question right now. And how long are they gonna keep me out here on the intermediate tire? Alright, I think we got a little bit of a slipstream on Gasly. He's giving it to us. Marcus Ericsson's up next. Woo. Gap is now 12 seconds on Vettel. 12 seconds. DRS is enabled. I have a feeling he's going to come at me with a change.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy.
So we'll box this lap for the super soft tire now. Again, this has been such an interesting race, man. Like wet to dry tire to wet tire to dry tire again. Teammate is in the pits.
Daniel's in the pits.
So be careful on our in lap.
Box.
There we go. All right, switching in for the super soft tire. We are just about halfway. Well, yeah, just about halfway.
Release.
Ooh, I missed the clutch on that one. Well, everybody's coming in for tires now. Last
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Last pit stop lost us about 4 seconds on Vettel. Hopefully we can keep our 10-second gap on him this time. Oh yeah, we're fast now, baby. I got grip. Oh, all right, let's not get too confident. That could have been bad. There's a few places on, there's a few places on this track that you can spin out and it be devastating, and that's one of them. So let's give it a lap or two for the tires to warm up, but you'll be seeing that purple box pop up on the top of our screen again with everyone running their fastest laps. Going into ERS mode 4. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Alright, we have a 9.5 second gap. That's okay. We lost about a half second to him during the pit stops and all that. Not as bad as last time. That half a second could have been when I missed the clutch on the way out. Thank you, Hartley. Yes, I do use pedals. I'll be honest with you guys. Yesterday, I had an issue with my computer, but I thought I had a problem with my wheel, and I was gonna be so upset because I thought it wasn't working anymore. I was trying to plug my wheel in with the USB. And every time I plugged it in, it didn't detect it. Like, there's supposed to be a little red light on my steering wheel to let me know that it's actually powered on and working. And when I was doing it yesterday, it flashed and it turned off. And when I opened up like iRacing or F1 2018, American Truck Sim, anything that needed a wheel, it wasn't detecting the wheel, and I was like, oh no, don't tell me that my wheel just went bad, because I know what happens. I've had this wheel for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years now, and I am not currently in a financial point that I want to throw money at another wheel or any hardware. But yeah, I was gonna be super upset, but thankfully it was not the wheel, it was the computer, and I just needed to restart because my computer was having some personal problems. It was having one of those days when it just didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. But I got that fixed as well, and that's why we are live on Twitch and on YouTube. What's up, Golden Laker? Thank you for the compliments, my friend. I'm glad you are enjoying the content. Only one more race of the season left after this, and then after that we'll see what we do. We may take a break because we're actually just about at a year away. No, sorry, not a year, a month away from Formula 1 2019 being released. So that comes out really soon, and I kind of don't want to just stop driving in anticipation for that. I kind of want to keep driving, so we may just do some random multiplayer stuff until the 2019 version comes out. We'll see what I feel like doing. I know that there will be no iRacing NASCAR race this week because it's an off week in the real life. But we'll be continuing next week, hopefully, at Charlotte. Oh yeah, final race is going to be interesting. This race has been the most eventful race outside of me crashing of the full season, I feel like. We've had raining races before, but this one has been different. Alright, so our gap is only 8 seconds now, and I'm thinking that Vettel is turning some faster laps than we are, or at least that one was faster. So I may go ahead and jump back into rich mode because we have, I think, 2 or 3 laps.
We're leading our teammate by 40.7 seconds. Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, we have 2.48 laps of extra fuel, and I keep looking at that thing at the exact same point and almost killing myself. It's all good, cool gamer. Alright, so Vettel has stepped it up, man. He's turning the heat up. He's going quicker. Not sure how much faster he is than us right now. But he's in traffic, so they should be slowing him down. Alright, this is not going to be one of our faster laps. You guys are saying I have enough fuel to make it on Rich until lap 60. Vettel with another fastest lap. He is turning the heat up. Wow, gap is only 5 seconds. All right, we're going to Rich. But he is catching us, and I don't want that. 5 second flat is the gap between me and him.
Low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
It could also be because I've been still driving the track like it's wet. Fastest sector 2, there it is. Alright, let's see, we're in Rich now. We'll see how far it takes us. I don't want to use it all in case we need it towards the end of the race, but I do want to use some to get ahead because I'm still not 100% sure how long it's going to stay dry. Wow, Vettel at a 1:15. That's the fastest lap of the race, and yeah. And we're on Rich and he still got us. We're also on ERS 2, but I'm trying to save some so I can use it.
Vettel is behind you. The gap behind us is 4.4 seconds.
Wow.
They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 15.8.
The pace has gotten very quick.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
Wow, that was our fastest lap, and then he also got it faster than us. Vettel ain't playing no games right now, bro. Yeah, Vettel he has to be. For him to be turning laps that quick, he has to be on Rich mode. Alright, Perez is ahead of us. I'm doing so much right now.
No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Well, that's going to be interesting. So, he's saying dry for the rest of the race is expected. No rain expected. So, this is it. Let's see. I don't know how strategy goes from here. I mean, can we go until the end on this set of tires, or do we still need to pit? because Vettel is still gaining on us. So I feel that we're gonna need to pit again for the soft tire. We haven't used our soft tire yet. We still have a soft tire. I think we used up all of our super soft tires though.
Vettel behind. Okay, the gap behind is 4.3 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:16.1.
Perez is hanging with us though. Yeah, I agree. I think if Vettel pits, then we're gonna need to pit as well. I mean, we still have just under 30 laps to go.
A new strategy is available
There it
on the
is.
MFD. Gap to teammate behind is 40.0 seconds. Confirmed.
Alright, so we will pit again. We'll pit on lap 52 for the super soft tire. So we don't need to go to soft tires apparently. I think that's because we've already used a second tire compound, the rain, so we don't actually have to go to the soft tire. This is such a championship type of race. Like, the kind of decisions we're making right now are decisions that are going to decide who wins the championship. Like, no joke. Alright, I'm switching back to normal. Vettel is catching us though. But I want to...
Gap behind is 3.4 seconds.
So I'm switching to it. So, I mean, he still... If he can catch us, but he still has to get by us. And will he have enough fuel to go back in the rich once he gets to us? You know what I mean? So he has a lot more ground to cover than we do. So I'm gonna stay offensive, and not defensive, for the rest, until he gets to our bump. But he's not far. So it's got to be consistent here. Wow, he is there. He is 2.5 seconds behind us now. Vettel is on his grind. We're low on ERS. Coming up on 10th position, we'll be putting a lap down. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, actually. Matter of fact, thanks for pointing that out. This next pit stop, I'm going to change our downforce to less downforce since it's not supposed to rain anymore. Cause remember, we raised our downforce in order to be able to handle the car better in the rain. And that's probably why we were so much faster than him in the rain. Let me do that now before I forget. So we were at 7. Yeah, we'll do 7. Oh yeah, he's got the DRS as well, so on that lap car. But yeah, he has a straight line speed on us. We're faster in the corners, but he's faster down the straightaways, which is a pretty major part of this track, because it's pretty long straightaways. Alright, Vettel's behind us. What a comeback, I have to say. I don't want him to pass us, I'm just saying. That dude has been going at it. Alright, Van Dorn, you need to decide if you can get out the way or not.
Teammate by 40.4 seconds.
I'm going down to the left to block the draft. Split stream? Yeah, there it is. Slipstream. Split. Alright, Hulkenberg, we're racing for the lead right now, buddy. Alright, there's signs.
The gap to the car behind is 2.7 seconds.
Okay, good. We still got him outside of DRS for us, but he's still getting DRS on everyone else. Alright, now we got DRS. Nice! Wow, that was a fast lap. He put the pressure on me, so I had to turn the pace up. And that was in normal fuel mode. And ERS 2, so I still got some speed in this car. But I think I did actually get DRS help on that lap to allow me to get a bit more speed and get a faster time. Alright, we got clean track for right now. Not anybody ahead of us. The sun is finally out today. The track temperature will be raising. Tire temperatures will be raising. The car balance will be changing. A lot of things, a lot of factors that are going to play into that. Vettel is still behind us, and I believe it looks like to me on the track map he is clear of traffic. So it's just me and him now. We'll be pitting in a couple laps.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
That's Hamilton in, looks like to be 6th place. And we're about to put him a lap down, but we'll be pitting in. That'll give him his gap back. And you can tell Vettel's pace slowed down a lot. I mean, he's not on our rear wing anymore. 3 seconds, so he's probably come out of rich mode.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Wow, our battery charge is really low. I didn't realize that. Yeah, the gearbox sounds pretty shaky, but I mean, it does that. You have to race it in 6 races. Why are you passing me, Hamilton, bro?
The gap behind us is 1.9 seconds.
We have to use the same gearbox for 6 races, so eventually it's gonna get old, but it's still healthy. It does sound sketch though. It actually slowed us down a bit, Hamilton racing us for that get his lap back, which is kind of unnecessary because he's gonna get it back anyways when I pit. Car handles so well though. I'm gonna be missing this downforce we got right now.
Right, we expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Gap to teammate behind is 43.4 seconds.
Yeah, track map is actually underneath my camera, so you guys can't see it. But I'm kind of updating you on what's going on. Hamilton's behind us, and Vettel's behind him. Hamilton is a lap down car, so that is not for position. Hamilton hasn't. We haven't really. I mean, Hamilton is Hamilton. He's gonna be fast no matter what. Even as a lap car, he's still like sticking with us. So I'm not surprised that we haven't been able to drive away from Hamilton after we put him a lap down.
Box this lap, please.
All right, we're boxing this lap, guys. Get ready on the pit box. This will be our last stop of the day. Pitting in for the super soft tire. Alright, Vettel stayed out. And Vettel will lead that lap. Uh-oh, froze. Okay.
Exit now.
What is wrong with my freaking clutch? I was holding it. Oh my god, that cost us 1 second, just so you know.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
The pit stop was fine, just the clutch. Alright, final stop. Back on the track, we're still second place. The gap to Bottas is 34 seconds. Wait, was that why I couldn't leave? Another car was coming in? Oh, okay, I see. Thank you. I didn't see that going on. So Vettel will be probably pitting in this time. I think the reason our engineer had us come in 1 lap earlier than what we had scheduled was so that we could undercut Vettel, but we have to get a really fast
battery charge is high. Let's increase
out
ERS
lap.
deployment to up the pace.
Also, let's remember that our downforce on our wings has been adjusted on that pit stop, so we have a little less downforce, which will give us more speed on the straightaways and less traction. Alright, let's see how things go. Vettel is in the pits, and we're gonna pass him. Alright, he's on his way out. He's on his way out. Oh yeah, we gained. Oh yeah, that's gains right there. That's gains right there.
Okay, the gap behind is 6.2 seconds.
Heck yeah, we gained 3 seconds, like actually like 4 seconds on him. So even though I was 1 second longer in the pit box than I wanted to be, we still gained about 4 seconds on him. So back in the lead we go. No more pit stops. These tires are going to the end. Just keep the car clean and get a win here. We still need Vettel to like DNF or something, because winning is okay, but I want the driver championship.
Car behind is now running the super soft tire. That's the super soft on the car behind.
And if Vettel keeps getting second place, I'm not gonna get the driver's championship. He is. I think after this race, if we were to finish in this order, we should come in second place in the driver's championship. Or not finish, but you know, like we'll leave this race in second place, because Hamilton will lose a bunch of spots because he finished in like 5th or 6th. We'll see how it turns out. We still have some racing to do. We still could get a safety car or something. You never know. This race has been super unpredictable, so who knows what's gonna happen next. What I gotta do right now is be consistent and not allow Vettel to catch me again. I love how Brazil has like the Brazilian colors as their curves. I feel like this would be a crazy Grand Prix to go to. I mean, every Grand Prix is crazy because F1 fans are just nuts. They're pretty similar to soccer fans, probably. But like in countries like Brazil, where they're already freaking crazy, like I feel like those places will be just nuts. Brazilian Grand Prix, the season opener in Australia, I'm sorry. The Mexican Grand Prix, I feel like it's probably crazy. The Spanish Grand Prix is crazy. The Italian Grand, like a lot of these races are just nuts, I bet. So right now it's looking nice in front of us. We're in the clean air. We have a lap car coming up probably in a lap or two, but just one. And Vettel right now is actually stuck in traffic. He's stuck behind, it looks like one of the Renault. Not sure which one it is. I'm gonna stay in standard.
Great job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Because of that right there. We're still running the fastest lap of the race.
Our teammate by 43.8 seconds.
Even on standard, so I don't feel that we need to go in the rich until maybe later when the tires wear off. And if Vettel contends against us like he did before. Alright, let's go down on the ERS though, because we are low on energy. I've learned that energy system is a big deal. It gives you like a lot of extra horsepower. It's pretty important to keep that thing up. Alright, still 7-second gap on us in second place.
The turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
I'm really hoping that none of these problems he's talking about are gonna... They'll be fine for this race, but I'm hoping that they don't become a problem for next race. I love it when like you come around that corner and you see that big glare from the sun, like right there. It looks really nice. I'm pretty sure F1 2019 is gonna look really good. Arthur Morgan, what's up, man? People have asked me that question before. I set the difficulty at the beginning of the season. It would not allow me to change it again. And I honestly don't remember what that difficulty was. So difficulty is set to hard enough for my skill level. Because sometimes I win and sometimes I lose. But for the next game in F1 2019, I'll be paying more attention to that and probably turn up the difficulty even more to see if we can actually handle it. Arthur Morgan, I mean, I had to check again, but I tried to adjust my difficulty settings because there was one race I did, because what I'm doing is I'm running with the default setups, and I did one race. It was in China earlier this season, and it was way easy. I mean, we dominated the race. Like, it wasn't even fun how bad I beat the AI. And what I did was I was like, it was because I had used a custom setup. Like, I actually took a lot of time trying to work on a setup for the car, and I got the car like stinking fast, and it just got way too easy because of that setup. So since then, I've been racing with the default setups and just adjusting the wings a little bit here and there. But back then I tried to change the difficulty and it wouldn't allow me to change it after I started my career. Like, it only let me do it in the beginning, but I can take a look again and see, but I haven't seen that option to be able to change the difficulty after you've started your career. Alright, so while I was talking, I lost about 3 seconds to Vettel. Yeah, so we need to focus. This race ain't over yet. We still got 10 laps to go. That's a long time in F1. I overdrove that corner. That's gonna hurt us too. I just wish I could see the mirrors in the Red Bull cockpit. Like, that's one thing that I don't like. With McLaren, you could see it. When I was racing McLaren at the beginning of the season, you could see the mirrors, and it helped a lot to be able to know what's going on behind you, but dang. I'll tell you one thing, next season when we turn the difficulty up, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. Okay, you have to run a pretty much perfect race to beat the AI at 100% on a 100% race. Like, for a full race, you gotta be freaking perfect. Alright, you're gonna have to get out of my way, buddy. Yep, he's now under 3 seconds behind us. When we cross the line, there will be 10 laps to go in Brazil. What do you guys think? You think Vettel's running fuel mixture rich now? What's funny is whenever I press my ERS button, you actually see the hand move on the game as well. Like he's reaching over to change it. You see? He just does it after I do it. Alright, Vettel is not playing any games today. He's gonna give it to us. He's still 3 seconds back, but he is definitely driving a bit faster than we are right now. He just keeps getting stuck in traffic. We've got a long stretch where we do not have any traffic at all. The laps are counting down. Oh, and then I did that. Are you freaking serious? Okay, well hello, Vettel. Okay, well guys, we got a race. This happens to me like every time. Let's see how fast he really is, because I know he's fast. Oh, he's real fast. That straight line speed ain't no joke. But I got the downforce, so I can turn. I guess I had to make it interesting for you guys. I promise I did not do it on purpose. Ooh. That was a pass right there. Man, that was brave. I was not expecting to make that work. Alright, does he get DRS or do we get DRS?
You made it look easy.
He got DRS. He's on the outside. I can't block it. Wow, zoom by easy. Easy. He's the one with the top end speed. Yep, it's about to get interesting. Well, it's already interesting. Alright, we got DRS this time around. I'm still saving my my mixture rich. I still got that. I'm not even using that yet. We'll see if we can race him on standard.
Gap to teammate behind is 44.2 seconds.
I got acceleration on him too, as you can see.
Our gap behind is
Okay, I almost hit him. I had so big of a run, I almost hit him. Alright, get in the slipstream. Wait for the DRS, we'll take it. Look how much faster he is. Alright, we got DRS. I don't even think it's gonna matter. I think he's just too fast. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Oh, I hit the grass a little bit again. Alright, I can't make any mistakes now. If he wins this race, he wins the championship. Like, that's it. Like, for sure. Like, I don't even know if I win. If he gets second, I think he wins as well, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Alright, make sure we stay in DRS zone at least, or DRS range. Bro, you're kicking up dirt. Ooh, we're getting close. We getting close. There it is. There it is. Oh, I outbraked him and we made the turn. Woo. All right, he's gonna get that speed on me. I'm at the block. On the straightaway, there's really not much I can do. Oh, there he goes. I couldn't stop him. If he does that on the final lap, rip us. So I gotta find a way to block it. We have 5 laps to figure out how to block that move. We've had a pretty intense rivalry with Vettel this season. Multiple times we've been in very similar situations when it's mano a mano, me versus him.
The battery is low. low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
I'm still wondering, is he in fuel mixture rich or is he in standard? Because he used a lot of that rich earlier in the race. I know he did. Alright, let's try not passing him. We're just gonna try a few different things out here. Because we're looking for a winning pass that we can keep him in our mirror and not zooming by us. ERS 3, right around here. We're same speed, and then he's gonna start pulling off because he's just faster. We have DRS. DRS basically just evens us out. Oh my god, I gotta get out of the grass. I keep going too wide. Alright, we're screwing up turn sector 1. Alright, we're going rich. We're getting desperate. Wow, what a block. Oh. No damage. No damage, though. Wow, that was close. Alright, we gotta force him to make a mistake or something. The laps are winding down.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Roger. Alright, we gotta find a way to get around him and stay in front of him. I think he locked it up too. I think he locked it up too. Ouch!
Good job. Nice overtake.
Oh, that's not where you want to pass people usually. Alright, do we have enough to stay in rich mode? I'm gonna block aggressively here though. Oh man, he's just so quick. Sheesh. Like I don't even know how to block him. We're low on ERS, so we gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need everything I can. 2 to go, and we're not. I'm gonna have to get out of rich for a little while. We weren't really. It's not been really helping us. And I want to make sure we have enough fuel to make it to the end.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Don't you block me again. Alright, we got a lap car. Let's give a pick. Get the pick from Ericsson. Bro, get the heck out of the way. What the heck is he doing? Alright, he's still behind me. No, he's not. I think we have Marcus Ericsson in between. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I need to focus ahead and not behind so much because I completely missed my braking zone.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Oh, he hit me. I tried to block and he hit me. Getting by him may not be that hard. Keeping him behind us is going to be the tough part. No. That's going to be it. That's definitely going to be it. Dang it.
Right, so we've been looking at the damage, and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
That's going to make us super... That's going to give us so much understeer. That's going to give us so much freaking understeer. One lap to go, people. That is heartbreaking.
This is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, he is gone. And I can't turn.
Vettel is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 4.4 seconds. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 17 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 15.3.
That's so upsetting.
33.6 seconds.
What if he ran out of fuel like right now? Just trying to push the car a little too hard. And Vettel was going to take the win. Oh my god.
Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
Oh, I can't believe he threw that away.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion.
I want to do burnouts.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today.
Oh man.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Oh man. Darn you, Vettel. We'll get him next year, guys. Don't worry. We'll get him next year. Honestly, I think he would have won anyways.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. This also means that there's no catching our leader anymore, and we crown a new World Drivers' Champion. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
That one hurt. That one hurt. Some losses hurt, and that one hurts. But the reality is that if we look at the driver's standings, if we would have got first, we would have got 25 points, right, in the driver's championship. And Vettel still would have been ahead of us. But I'm not good with math. I'm not about to try to do it. So I assume, you can tell I'm out of breath right now. I assume either it still would have been extremely close, or he still would have won the driver's championship at the Brazilian Grand Prix. So either way, he's done the damage. We did take second place away from Hamilton, who is now only 4 points behind us. So really, next week we will only be racing for who is going to be second and third. You see, Bottas is actually tied for third with Hamilton for the Drivers' Championship. standings. And after that, we got Kimi Räikkönen, who's in 5th. He still has enough space. He's really not that far back. He could still get like anywhere between 2nd and 5th, depending on how our next race goes. So I'm gonna go into Abu Dhabi looking to win for redemption from this race, and to let these guys know I'm coming back next year for that tail. And but yeah, it was a fun race though. We dominated most of the race. Vettel just was fast, man. I don't know what they did with that, but in the straightaways, those dudes was crazy fast. And then with DRS along with that, they were just, I mean, he would have definitely ran me over completely. If I would have won, there would have been 1 or 2 points behind us, we think. I kind of want to do the math, honestly. Let's see. I'm curious. Let's do the math. So I don't know how many points we had before, but let's say let's go back to, let's say 41. I could be wrong, really. So 41 points is how many we're behind right now. Let's go back to our other page. I'm just curious. I just want to know if I would have won, if it would have been enough. So instead of 18 points, there's what's that? 25 minus 18 is what? That is a 7-point gap between who gets 1st place and who gets 2nd place. We go to our standings. No. There's a 41-point gap in the championship. I don't think it would have been enough, honestly. 7-point difference would not have been enough. Yeah, he would have won. He would have won by still a decent amount. But he would not have. Actually, you know what? I don't think he would have clinched, because in order for him to be Drivers' Championship in this race, he has to get enough points that he doesn't even have to race the next race and still beat us next race. So he had to be below 25 points, and I think he still would have been above 25 points, if that makes any sense to you guys. But anyways, good race for the most part. Crazy race. Definitely a champion. Like, he deserved it. He deserved it, honestly. Wow. Rain and then no rain and then rain and then no rain. Like, all the unpredictabilities. In the Drivers' Championship, we're still 3rd. Sorry, Constructors were still 3rd. And we're definitely not going to get that. Oh, man, what a race. I'm tired as heck. Let's, thank you, Cool Gamer. He would have had 27 still, which is still too much. If we were 27 points behind him after this race, after winning, he still would have won the Drivers' Championship, because we would not have been able to catch up with him, even if we won the next race and he didn't do the next race. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's it for today, though, guys. You guys are amazing. Let's watch a little bit of this replay. Not much of it, just a little bit. It was raining in the beginning. If you didn't see the beginning of the race, it was an okay start. What I want to see is us going into turn 1 on a wet track, 3 wide with both Ferraris. We got Vettel on our left, Räikkönen on our right. Sorry, I think it was the other way around. Somehow we made it through there without any damage. It's definitely scary as heck. No grip at all at this point on the intermediates, but there's still no grip. I almost feel like we should have did wet tires in the beginning. Yeah, it was an amazing race. So tomorrow, guys, I am gonna still try to stream. I don't know. I might actually do iRacing, but I might do a GT race. Like, I might do the Porsche or the Ferrari or something like that. We'll see. Because usually Thursdays I do a race, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. I might do X-Plane as well. So who knows? I haven't really decided, but I do plan on streaming something tomorrow. I just don't know what that something is going to be. So definitely come back around this time tomorrow, or actually earlier, same time tomorrow that I did today. For tomorrow's stream, and we'll just see what we end up deciding to do. And then Friday, I know guys were asking earlier in the stream if I was gonna do Friday Night Flight. I do always plan to do Friday Night Flight when I can. So that answer is always gonna be yes. For now, that answer is always gonna be yes, unless something comes up. And then we'll see. I'll attempt again to do another Formation Friday flight on Friday night for my time. But it just depends on my availability. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend yet, so that's kind of an optional bonus stream. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys are amazing. Remember, you got 3 freaking choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Even if you spin out and hit the wall and get damaged and lose the Drivers' Championship, it's okay, because we're going to come back stronger in F1 2019. I'm excited for the game. Definitely join our Discord, because I want to get a group of guys together for us to do some multiplayer racing on Formula 1 2019. And we're also looking for drivers in iRacing as well. If you're interested in that kind of thing, come over to iRacing. We're looking for some endurance drivers or some GT drivers or even NASCAR drivers, whatever. I'm looking for some more people to drive with on iRacing. So anyways, guys, thank you again. 3 choices. Give up, give and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time, next video. Peace and pause.